Starship. We're detecting... Well, it's what we're not detecting that's an issue. What's powering that thing? You know what? Just hold still while we do the contraband check. Scan complete. Welcome to Mars. You are cleared to land at Sidonia.
Welcome aboard the use. Did you have any questions? Understood? So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Damn. That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Yes? Yes?
I'd like to brief you on the mission. So, there you... I was beginning to think. It appears he's certainly... So, this is the upper... That's strange. They were the pirates that... We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. Whether this ship is impressive or not, we need eyes and ears. The catch is that you can't just knock on it. Good. Our intelligence has she works for the trade. You'd better hope so. Sersha won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the crypt, that's where my second eager to get going. Remember, I wouldn't expect any less. Look. As an undercover operative for UC SysDev, allow yourself to stray to. That's what I wanted. Anyway, now. Dismissed.
Excuse me.
Yes? What?
All right. We don't have a lot of time. While you're working under... If you find any record... Well, you better. I want data slip. For the sake of the settled system. That miner's... If you've seen what I've seen... That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement. It's not generous, it's motivation. All right. We've cleared your ship for launch. That should do it. Let me know if you need anything else.
Yes. What?
Vanguard.
Yes?
If you're here to buy or sell, you... Wouldn't be the first. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. Aurora, huh? All I'm going to point at is the ceiling. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well... You know, it's funny. Suddenly, there's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes... if he isn't... Oh, and,
How's it going? Can I help you?
Sometimes I wish I'd take...
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can... Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? Okay. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. Right down to business! Now listen up. You probably spent it all on booze. Perfect. His name's Carl Field. Don't worry, you can't...
It's nothing like fresh air. Am I right?
Do you have a child or children between the ages of 5 to 18? Enroll them in a United Colonies distance learning program today. Your children will be provided with routine programs teaching them art, science, mathematics, history, and more, all in the comfort of your own home.
Something I... Adler Camp. Okay. Oh, wait, you said Adler Camp. I told him I'd pay up next week. Come on. Look, I haven't got a... Holy crap. Thank you.
I think I was Vanguard material. Until I discovered the space travel turns my stomach in knots.
Have something for... Well, would you look at that? He going to be a problem anymore? Nice. You know, you think you could... All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Navy. Head out to your road. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you.
Look who finally had the guts to soul. Big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good.
betting your life on that? So, before I put you... I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. You're signing up with V. There's a medical... On board that ship, you'll find... It's done. When we... Head back here when you finish.
All right. And what are your... Well, normally I would... All right.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your... If you wanted our cargo, we could... I guess I should just stop. That is true. Now, do you mind telling... You really do not know which one of us is... And you do not seem to care. Okay, I have idea. We can Then, when we dock, we... That is fair. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear... Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your... And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. This should be proof you weren't...
Thank you for letting us go.
This unpleasantness aside, people of New Homestead will be free to open supplies.
About the Ragana. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson. Hope this business with If you screw up, and you better stow that crap. And now that you know the deal, I'm gonna upload the coordinates. Head out there as soon as you can.
had a friend on the Regana. I hope I'll be
Do
able to
what
see him
Commander
next time.
Ikande says,
shortly.
and you'll go far.
Okay, hello.
Do you have anything to report? We got the message from the Regana about us. Suffice to say, that's a smart line to follow. Just remember... Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know there was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have coming to her rescue. And but a gamble that hopefully paid off. Then it worked. Now it's time for the next phase.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct.
Our files indicate... Yes, but before we get too just remember...
And their ruthlessness is... You should proceed with caution.
So, what's next? Where you'll meet Delgado.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. You'll want to know the individual cases.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating... We will shadow you eventually. This will also...
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing?
Immediately, Lieutenant. I hope your entry... Keep up the good work.
You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so... Please. The last thing I need... You want to leave the fleet? You... Fair enough. Just be careful that you can... But, all that is... Pencils ready? This floating might look a little... Wow, thanks, Professor. I'll be certain to pass that on to the Anyway, I'll... All right. History time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Huh, cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lot. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but, we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, Queen of the Rare Exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss. On the right, you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station. The Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shin, and since Neva so in fact, glad you approve. Since for Delgado, it's why he's the boss. Of course. Now, thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's... getting into the system. Anyway, thanks to our relations with I've granted you all the necessary permissions to... If Neva's chosen wise, now, take the elevator.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been
when the tour...
So, now that the two of you are the only neighbors willing to put her neck on, you'd better not disappoint. All right? When you sign up with the crew, you stay loyal? Boss.
Can we get on with this?
I'm impressed. Since you two see, back your cold what?
Oh, God. 10 Johns to...
Crix's legacy. We've got fresh eyes in the...
I hope you're right.
This initiative, Crix led the right. Of course. What? Make no mistake. A neighbor? Through a bit of luck, this will be the first. It has been frustrating. Before Crix left them, somewhere down, if we're gonna be...
Dale's leaving out the... Crix left them.
When we get our hand... Exactly. Okay, to that end, since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see...
I hope Bug has something strong enough to knock me.
About time you got. I told you you were waiting. Yeah? And Mathis? All right. We are here to... Whatever you pick up. It's so simple. Hold on, no... All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with it, when you're on edge, if that doesn't work... Yeah. We have a lot of ground...
better stuff to do.
Make it quick. It's freezing out here. A little late to be asked. Fine. Here we are. Yeah? I've been down. All right, let's keep moving. This ID card cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off. We are in. First time I've been inside this part of the locker, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual, call it out. If it's hostile, take it down. Remember that. Now, keep your mouth shut and your eyes open. Must be a nest. Yeah, and their buddies. If we weren't on this... Enough already! Now let's see. Since you are such good friends...
This is just great. The plan, let's face it. Why? Because that's... The hell with that. We used this opportunity. Oh, come on. Let's pretend for a second. Once we get rid of him... Oh, fine. You know, for a second there. Now, let's find a way...
Obviously been cut off. First, I want you to... And second, try... Yeah? You... And tell Mathis...
Attention. Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
How can these things live in this kind of hole? That's bullshit. Looks like there's a guard tower overlooking the cell block. We should check it out. So, have you changed your mind yet? Yeah, right. You saw it back there. And if they haven't... Of all the people to... Fine, have it your way. So, now that we've made it to the god... Been in a few slams here... Cell D03118. Okay. It's a place to start. like this.
I know it's usually bullshit, but these seem to have details. After striking up a conversation, I found out the ship was a Galbank transport named Legacy as it went down in some remote system. This is exactly the score I've been waiting to find. I need to contact Carter to let him know it's time to get off this rock. He'll help the mining detail slip into the utility closet in the ventilation room. That's where we'll dig. Not up, but through. Carter mentioned that security keeps rotating codes on all the terminals in the lock, so we'll have to coordinate this carefully. For now, we'll continue using his locker in the showers area as a drop point for the code to the utility closet. By this time next month, I should be out of this dump and uploading those creds into my account. Okay, Carter. Confirming that the latest code to the utility room is 48611071. The mining crew tells me it'll take them a week to cut through the ice, so I'm giving you that long to square your end of the plan. When the tunnel reaches the armory, I'll get my people to start a riot. When you hear the fireworks go off, get your ass to the shuttle bay. We get one shot at this. If we play our cards right, this gets us one step closer to that fortune that went down with the Legacy. You report any of this to the guards. You know what will happen.
Was this an armory? Looks like they cleared this place out. Well, well, what do we have here? Give me a second.
All right, let's keep moving. Hey, what the hell?
That Mathis? Tell him to...
Whatever.
Okay, I'm looking at schematic, but I can open the up. Good answer. You're learning fast. Okay, let me... Shuttle bay activated. Yup. You have done a hell of a job.
Why the hell did you... Hey, come on. I was just looking out. Look, now,
Captain here's art, their stripes. Bleeding for the fleet. Soon, everyone is going to learn to feel the fleet.
there you are.
It's about time.
Not now. Well, that's it? After losing someone? Well, I'll be... Legacy was a...
Never heard any stories of...
No, neighbor. Okay. Well, that is not... Let us start with what we know. Neva, weren't you working on a deal?
Are you serious?
Ay, Dios mío. That's Starlight.
Which means a gap. Holy shit!
Pack your bags, Rook. And since you've heard... Good. Neva and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner. I need you to board. You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis.
Honestly, I'm surprised he...
There's no need to cover for him. That's it then. And remember, Rook.
Hey, Rook.
Shouldn't you be packing for your trip?
You always
Me
work
to
your
see
ass
anyone
off.
right now?
Stuff with us.
Patience. I got it sorted here.
As long as you put...
I got a bounty so big, the trackers are like...
Hey, I want to... Thanks to you, Delgado's cut me from... Oh, I will, I can promise you that. Now get the hell out of me way!
Wrap your business up with Mathis, then we'll talk.
We haven't decided.
There you are. All right, look. I'm not about to...
It's just...
I'm about to tell. Roll calls at the event. So it's... And I'd prefer to have the money that'll... Look, you can make all the jokes. Either way, I get...
To the Nova for a drink.
Yeah? And who do you think... All right, Rook, we're done here.
Because that's exactly what you are.
Beneath all of that in it. So get used to hearing that word.
Good luck.
Shouldn't you be heading to the siren?
Stay sharp, Rook.
Advised. You are entering United Colonies space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You are clear to land.
Excuse me.
Heard you boarded the key.
You're back. Then things are moving forward.
Nice job, bro.
I was certain we'd... Did you discover a legacy? Wait a moment.
I suppose it's... We assumed it... Well, let me see what we have here. Nope. There. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no... Delgado's no fool. What's your next move? Clever, Delgado. Very clever. We can't let Delgado get his hands on...
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis?
No. There's more to this thing. It's imperative. If the Crimson Fleet... I need you to do whatever you can to bring us... You're both dismissed.
It's good to have you back. Well done. It's amazing that all this romance... It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snow. Find anything else? Understood. There are pirates in every set. That makes them a... Let me know if you need anything new to report. We'll be here if you need us.
About time you showed up. I've been trying to get Delgado's, then out of nowhere. Yeah, I figured you... So Neva's met. Was that all she sent you here to do? Oh, really? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out. Without me, the award never would have... I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society, though. I had to arrange the event when I got a message about Dubrovsky. Yeah? Funny you. Fine, I'll help. But anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have... So why are you targeting a Gaul bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest? His credential. If you're going after a gold mine like that, I'll want to come. Oh no. No, I don't want money. I want back. Fine. Dombrowski's a full-time. Fortunately, to get what you need, you're gonna... Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you... This card will allow you to head inside and move. Now you're speaking. Oh, there's one last. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship. So, anyway. Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canopies. They're frozen, not fresh.
Captain Rokon is one of the most easygoing CEOs I've ever worked under. In fact, he doesn't act much like a captain at all.
There's nothing quite like the view from the Starfield ballroom.
Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh?
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid.
That view is absolutely spectacular.
Mind moving along?
I'm trying to enjoy the celebration.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times. Have a safe journey.
I'm sorry.
Well, of course you do. I'm certain we've never been acquainted before. When you approach, I think we're done here. We're speaking. Oh, I'm not certain why. Perhaps you're unaware. Repeated pestering is not going to win you any favors with me. Go away.
Here for business?
Hello?
Or pleasure?
Are you a member of the... His behavior... This is going to be the 9th Earth Savior. It's a shame. That's all then? Okay.
An open bar would have been nice. Benjamin Bayou of Neil. When you join, they send you a small... Enjoy the rest of the event.
The society chair is... The considerable amounts of cash. It's for the society. The society is... Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So, what brings you aboard?
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard Starborn.
The society chair has... I heard he uses... Sheila Holbrook. The society was founded about 8 years ago. Well, that was boring. Here for business or pleasure?
Yes, I'm extreme. Yes, I...
Why do you ask?
During my tenure, there was an needless to say. In my cabin, I'll have you know that the award is locked. Now, if you'll excuse...
On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, I'd like to welcome you aboard. Welcome to the process. I've only seen it briefly myself. Unfortunately, is there anything else? Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with mold. In the unlikely event, in the even more So, as you... An excellent question. My responsibilities, honestly, Well, if you... I'm sorry. I don't want to lose my job. No, I can't. All right, but you didn't hear this from me. Do you? I like Captain Rokov. But I was bringing some paperwork to his... That would normally be fine, but if you want to grab it, the slate... Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable.
security situation. I need to get back to my duties.
Pleased to meet
Must you continue? Excuse me? And why in goodness? And why in good... You're starting to make... Oh, just take the... Listen.
What brings you aboard?
Have you tried the
An
canopies?
open bar would have been
Horrid.
nice. Yes, he's some kind of top. Sheila is critical that... Nice to have met you.
That view is
I certainly hope they
absolutely
decide to hold...
spectacular, isn't it?
He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swiss. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Hello. Are you a member of the society?
Sorry. Do I know? Look, I think you're dead. I really don't have time. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but look, I've been in this business. What's it gonna take to... If I give you dirt on that son of a... That's true. Alright, you've made... You know... Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth out. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. It was going well until I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel. If he doesn't want to cooperate, good luck. I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Quite a lovely stuff.
Hello.
Nothing but the best for the society.
Oh, I work for UCC. Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk. Whatever you think you know about me. Just in case you weren't, anything you try to report will boil down. And since I work for you...
Here for business? Pleasure.
So, what brings you aboard?
I saw you. Which is why he's threatening you. We need hard evidence. The problem is he's not smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear that. I think the best chance. Manipulate if you control. I have no idea what... One more thing. I prefer you. Anyway, I better start packing. Don't you have somewhere to be?
I certainly hope they decide.
Wait a second. Sorry to give you trouble. Oh, you're... Tell you what, I'm just going to... Maybe you can hold this for me? Whatever you do, don't break anything, or I'll be out of a job.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions. All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins.
I was wondering if you were... It's time you stopped playing... You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So... And even if I suddenly Claudia said that. That means my money's already gone. I'd love to see the bastard from... At least I walk away with something. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass. Just remember that you promised to leave me out. Wait a moment. Are you telling me that this scheme is getting so out of hand? That's all I need, right? Just because I'm helping you nail Dombrowski. How else am I going to ensure that he ends up... No. You can leave me out.
In an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive
You better
further
tell Dombrowski to
instructions.
run. Because if you don't kill him, I will.
Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency. Thank you. This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or drill.
Well, well. I'm uncertain what you hope. Excellent, excellent. So, first, it's clear that you've obtained... And second, I'm going to hypothesize, since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet... Oh, finally, a fella... You have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only... I assume that's what you... Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid it. Now, if you'll
please. The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Our security team would appreciate it if you please shelter in your...
Well, looks like everything worked. I'm glad you feel that. Just remember to tell Delgado. You know, I usually have a nose for whatever the case may be. Crick's his legacy. I heard Delgado's. Anyway, I suppose I owe you one. Nonsense. If there's one universe, well, I suppose...
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction.
All passengers,
emergency status.
may I have your attention, please?
Your cabin.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions. All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time. There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or a drill. This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately. All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Anything I can help you with? Sure, have at it. Okay, no problem.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Hello, welcome. Just one moment. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. No, no. Hey, look. Me? Everything checks out. There we go.
Next time you see Bog, tell him to lighten up. He's got a real attitude problem.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on. Yeah?
All right, neighbor. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, all right. Now that is out of the way, we can move. Speaking of which, let me see that data you... Ah, so the Galbank Bannock. Neighbor?
Yeah, keep your pants. And... damn it. I just said...
Both of you shut up.
This sounds like a goddamn...
The Rook's right.
That transpond... But... we grabbed that.
All right, here is... Rook. In the meantime, I'm going...
Give me a little time. I promise.
All right, that is enough. Now, both of you get...
All right.
Need something?
Are you looking to start something? 'Cause I'll finish it.
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and my grab drive just chokes.
Need a drink?
You know what I find back?
Bog at the Last Nova will be more than happy to take your credits.
All right. Well, that's... You see, everyone above you in the fleet is understood? You... Wow, Rook. Just... You had one simple task. Bring me the award. Well, congratulations. Not only did you miss out on the... That's how things... All right, fleet? We've all got... We'll have the whole settled systems on the run someday.
Anything ship-related, you're at the right place.
Hey, heard you made a...
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the siren of the...
Damn pirates will have you steal anything.
Yes, and I heard there were...
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the... Let me see what you've got. So the legacy went down at Bannock.
Bannock 4 is an He's kept ahead.
That's enough! Even... They have information about the cop.
I'm afraid I'm not...
No. It's an advanced signal.
There must be an... I'll see what I can...
Fine. You keep playing along. Perfect. Just stick with it.
This mission is going to require discretion on anything new to report. Nice work. Let me take a look. Are you kidding me? Dombrowski was already making a six-figure salary, and yet he couldn't resist starting an embezzlement. It makes me sick. Anything else? Okay, fine. We'll be here if you need us.
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY-920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jimson. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Brooke. Your connection? If you don't piss her off?
Just remember.
I sure hope so. Once one, according to the data.
Basically.
Interesting.
Nave is right. Just grab every...
Oh, and what? SY-920 is a UC military installation. If you enter... Perfect. Okay. In the meantime...
Oh, okay.
Privileges. And you. We'll talk later.
Anything ship-related, you're at the right place. If you've got the credits... And I need your cat.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities? Okay, no problem.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
I do odd jobs at evening hours. Crates, stock shelves.
I take it your neighbor's new.
Not much, but it's enough.
That you're new. But Neva talks a lot. SY 920 is one of my regular stops. Neva says you're after it. I can do that. Good. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my... But make no mistake, once you board, this route is highly lucrative. And good. Then we have... In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my... And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. We'll talk more on the ship.
As long as the credits keep rolling in, life's good.
Always looking for the next one.
All right. When we get to the checkpoint, let me do the talking. Of course, I don't expect it to be. Now, like I said before, once we take off, if you need to take care of anything before we leave. All right, then get comfortable. We leave for SY 920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and grab drive. All systems go.
SY 920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger. Roger that. Pardon.
I've taken a lot of cargo to that station. Not all of it legitimate. You're the first person I've smuggled, though.
Hello. Captain Dai, you can fly the ship herself. I was a UC I'm the pilot. I'm the pilot of the Jade Swan. She's a good bird. Never gets cranky.
We have shielded compartments for smuggling contraband, but the scans shouldn't pick up anything odd about you.
Howdy. Okay. Hello.
Captain Dai. I'm the pilot, Captain Dai. I was a UC pilot before getting discharged. They say dishonorably, but that's the way.
Yes, what?
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet. Glad you're in the fleet. If you weren't, I would have killed you already.
Excuse me.
You might want to grab a seat. We'll be graph jumping to SY-920 shortly. shortly.
Hello.
Pardon?
We have shielded compartments for smuggling contraband, but the scans shouldn't pick up anything odd.
Yes?
Excuse me. Damn fleet's getting bigger every day. Delgado better not screw us out of our fair share. Glad you're in the fleet. If you weren't, I would have killed you already.
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Yes? Excuse me. Yeah.
be graph jumping to SY-19.
I'm the pilot of the Jade Swan. He's a good man. Never gets cranky. I was a UC pilot before getting discharged. They say dishonorably. Captain Dai, can fly the ship. I was a UC pilot. Captain Dai, can fly the ship herself.
We do things on schedule and do it right, and Juan runs a tight ship. We leave on time every time.
Save the chatter until after we're docked.
I guess I shouldn't be too surprised you made it this far. Serves me right for not being convincing enough. Then let's get to it.